अस्सलाम वालेकुम आसिम भाई, शुक्रिया आपके वॉशिंगटन से आने का और कैपिटल टीवी को शिकागो लाने का। आज शिकागो कल्चरल सेंटर के प्रेस्टन ब्रैडली हॉल में पाकिस्तान के यौम आज़ादी के ताल्लुक़ से एक बहुत बड़ी तकरीब मुनक़िद हो रही है, जिसमें चीदा चीदा पाकिस्तानी मुमताज़ फिजिशंस, लीडर्स, कम्युनिटी लीडर्स और डिवर्स कम्युनिटी के लोग, हर किस्म के लोग यहाँ पर मौजूद हैं। और उसका मतलब यही है कि जो पाकिस्तान का कल्चर है वो हर एक को एक्सेप्टेंस की तरफ लेके जाता है, अकोमोडेशन की तरफ लेके जाता है, टॉलरेंस और एक्सेप्टेंस की तरफ लेके जाता है। और आज हमारी बड़ी खुसूसी मेहमान होंगी हेज़ल खान, जो कि लाहौर में पैदा हुई जनवरी 2 1939 को, और उनके दोनों वालदैन हरमन एंड केट सेल्जर फिजिशंस रहे। 1937 से तकरीबन 1971 तक उन्होंने लाहौर के लोगों की खिदमत की। हेज़ल वहीं पली बड़ी, और आप देखेंगे कि उनके दिल में पाकिस्तान के लिए कितना प्यार है, कितनी मोहब्बत है। उसके अलावा काउंसल जनरल ऑनरेबल तारिक करीम साहब तशरीफ़ ला रहे हैं, तुर्की के काउंसल जनरल भी तशरीफ़ लाए हैं, और इसके अलावा आप देखेंगे कांग्रेसमैन, कमिश्नर, सब लोग जो यहाँ पे डिफरेंट लेवल पे पब्लिक ऑफिस होल्डर हैं, वो सब आ रहे हैं। पर सबसे जो अहम मैसेज है वो ये है कि पाकिस्तान की क़ुव्वत उसके अवाम हैं, और उसमें जो होप है या उम्मीद है वो हमेशा जारी रहेगी, जागी रहेगी। और पाकिस्तान के अवाम जो हैं वो दुनिया में एक बहुत बड़ा फ़र्क डाल रहे हैं। जहाँ जहाँ वो आबाद हैं, चाहे वो अमेरिका में हैं, चाहे अफ्रीका में हैं, चाहे वो इंग्लैंड में हैं, चाहे पाकिस्तान में हैं, उनका एक मकाम है, पाकिस्तान का एक मकाम है। तमाम तर चैलेंजेस के बावजूद पाकिस्तान आबादी के लिहाज से 5वें नंबर पर, रकबे के लिहाज से 23वें नंबर पर, और उसके अलावा इकॉनमी के लिहाज से 23वें नंबर पर, और अगर PPS डालते हैं तब वो 42वें नंबर पे आता है। तो इस तरह पाकिस्तान जो है उसका मुस्तकबिल ताबनाक है। उसकी जो एंडलेस पॉसिबिलिटीज़ हैं, ये वादियों का मुल्क है, ये पर्वतों का मुल्क है, ये दरियाओं का मुल्क है, ये कदीम तहजीबों का मुल्क है, और इंशाअल्लाह ये कायम दायम रहेगा। उसके साथ ही मैं तमाम लोगों को यौम आज़ादी की मुबारकबाद देता हूँ, और आज रंगारंग जो प्रोग्राम होगा आप भी देखेंगे और तमाम लोग उनसे महजूज होंगे। शुक्रिया बहुत।
Honored to be here, and I think and cherish the memory of our dear friend Cameron Khan, who passed earlier this year, built tremendous relationships with the African American community and the Pakistani community, and his son is here today, Mustafa Khan, so we remember them. And I've worked for decades now with Dr. Tariq Butt. Dr. Tariq Butt has served the African American community well. He was first on the scene during COVID, first on the scene when they tried to close schools. He's been very compassionate in his leadership and bringing people together. So honored to be here, and most importantly, so proud of the nation of Pakistan. Today we commemorate, celebrate, and show our appreciation for a great nation and the family of nations. So continued success and continued prosperity, and let peace and love lead us in the future. I think the Pakistani-American relations, I have the opportunity, the honor of serving on the United States Foreign Relations Committee in the U.S. House of Representatives. And Chicago is a sister city to the nation of Pakistan. And we have a long, strong history now. It's been consistent, it's been unbroken, it's been mutually beneficial. And so anything we can do to strengthen it and expand it, to show our friendship amongst nations and forge more peace and prosperity with the country and throughout the region. So I'm very excited and very honored for your 76th anniversary.
This event was a beautiful event with the sister cities and the Lahore committee and their members and PPS. I was very happy to be invited, and of course I'm happy to be present at any event that our Pakistani brothers and sisters invites us. As any Pakistani or Turkish citizen knows, we have very close ties that dates before our modern countries were established, and Pakistan was always there when we needed them, even during our war of liberation and in any natural disaster that occurred. We share our happiness and sadness together, and so this is one of those happy days and I wanted to join in the celebration and be there with our brothers and sisters.
Wonderful experience to learn about Pakistan independence and the relationship with the Physicians Organization. My husband is in healthcare, and our daughter is a physician at Mayo, and we're thrilled to hear about these partnerships between sister cities in Pakistan and Chicago.
I think today's a great opportunity to celebrate the wonderful partnership that the United States and Chicago in particular has with the people of Pakistan, and the great opportunity that we have to be able to collaborate and make great things come to life. Most importantly, as a leader of a healthcare organization, to celebrate the wonderful partnership that we've been able to work together to advance health equity and healthcare for everyone, and to have a strong partner in the community of Pakistan to help support us accomplish those initiatives. We're very pleased to be here. Happy Independence Day to the Pakistan community, and a happy celebration for everyone today. And I'm so appreciative for our partnership with the people overall, and also with Dr. Abad, who's been able to help us make great things happen.
So I just wanted to thank you for inviting me. I thought the event was great, and I'm very happy and proud to see the Pakistani people do so well and help in the medical field.
As an executive at Rush, it was great to have the recognition of the Pakistani community. As Dr. Latif said, it's an incredible honor, and to be here on Independence Day to get that recognition was just great for the all 12,000 employees at Rush.
I'm Dr. Edward Lynn, and I'm very honored to be representing the Chicago Medical Society. And I'm enjoying these wonderful presentation and all these wonderful recognition events. And I'm hoping to enjoy and learn more about a house in LaShore, which I'm going to be hearing shortly.
Assalamualaikum. This is Dr. Asif Sayyed, past president Pakistani Physician Society. मैं sister cities Chicago और लाहौर and Pakistani Physician Society को congratulate करता हूँ कि हमारा यौम आज़ादी celebrate आज कर रहे हैं August 16th को in Chicago. माशाल्लाह बड़ा ज़बरदस्त venue है. पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद.
सलमान आफ्ताब, मेरा ताल्लुक़ अमेरिकन मुस्लिम टास्क फोर्स से है. शिकागो में मैं उसका इंचार्ज हूँ, और एक हमने अमेरिकन मिडिल ईस्ट वोटर्स अलाइंस बनाई है जिसमें न सिर्फ पाकिस्तान बल्कि अरब कंट्रीज़ के और बाज़नियन मुस्लिम्स और अफ्रीकन अमेरिकन मुस्लिम्स भी उसमें शामिल हैं. उसके अलावा मैं यहाँ कुक काउंटी शेरिफ ताम डार्ट का चेयरमैन हूँ, उनकी एडवाइजरी बोर्ड का, और मैं चेयरमैन हूँ मेयर शिकागो ब्रैंडन जॉनसन की एडवाइजरी काउंसिल का भी. 14 अगस्त के हवाले से सबसे पहले तो मैं तमाम पाकिस्तानियों को मुबारकबाद देता हूँ. अल्लाह ताला पाकिस्तान को अपनी हिफ्ज़ व अमान में रखे और पाकिस्तान को तरक्की दे और मसावात और यकजहती हो पाकिस्तान में. ख़ास तौर पे जो सियासी जमातें जो पाकिस्तान के इस 14 अगस्त के मुबारक मौके पे जो बदमज़गी की कोशिश कर रहे हैं और आपस में लड़ाने की लोगों को, वो चीज़ ख़त्म हो और लोग जैसे कि आम तौर पे कहा जाता है एक पेज पे हों. तो पाकिस्तान की फ़ौज, पाकिस्तान के अवाम और पाकिस्तान के सियासतदान अल्लाह करे एक पेज पे हों और पाकिस्तान की तरक्की और बका और खुशहाली के लिए काम करें.
Ma'am, it's such an honor to have you. This time I would like you to express your views about tonight's event and a little bit about yourself.
It was such a pleasure to be here. It was an important event for me because I love to be among Pakistanis. It's Pakistan independence. Oh, I forgot something. Sorry, I forgot. I have a photograph of Pakistan Independence Day,
47.
No. 1969. I was 18, 20 years old.
In Lahore.
In Natyagali.
Natyagali.
And it's a Pakistan Independence Day. There's all the Pakistan flags. Mm-hmm. There's about 50 people. And we're all standing around very happy.
How wonderful.
And I meant to show that picture.
Oh, yeah.
Some other time.
There was
no time. So, to me, it's been many, many decades. But
So, what is your earliest memory of Lahore?
My earliest memory of Lahore is probably going to school. Or maybe it was before even we lived in that school, in that...
and what was the name of the school?
Jesus and Mary. Jesus and Mary.
Hmm.
And I remember that. I didn't remember it very well. You know, we'd been in the internment camp, I mentioned. And so we were very strange children. We were a little bit traumatized. We were very young, and we didn't even speak English properly. And
What language did you speak?
German, I don't know, Italian maybe. I don't know what we spoke, honestly. My parents never liked to speak German to us, but that was the language. They didn't speak English very well. All of that came later. We became much more acculturated. But so I remember being at Jesus and Mary and having my sandwich, one of those kites when they come down, the vultures, and they snatched the sandwich out of my hand. That's one of my earliest. I think they still do that, actually.
And you were born in Lahore's Lady Wellington Hospital?
Ladies Wellington
The
Hospital.
famous? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually went back and saw it when I first went back again to Lahore.
Okay. Do you plan to go back again?
I'm always waiting. I'm waiting for Lahore to call me.
Yeah, there's a literary festival that's getting very popular in Lahore.
Lahore.
I'm sure they would love to have you.
I want to. I was actually already invited for next year.
Oh, you were?
Lahore Literary Festival.
Wonderful.
LLF, yeah. Because I was there in 2020. I gave a talk with two of my friends. We gave a joint talk, and they invited me again this year, but I couldn't go this year. But they said come next year. And my book, by the way, I meant to mention, has been published in Lahore.
In Lahore.
By Najam Sethi.
Najam Sethi.
A Vanguard book.
Okay.
Published this book this year,
Right.
hard copy. These what you've seen are paperbacks.
Yeah, right.
He's published a hardcover.
Okay. Would you like to give a message for Lahorites?
Yeah, just keep being the old kind of Lahori, the old kind of Lahori.
जिन्हें लाहौर नहीं देखा उन्हें कुछ नहीं देखा. Who has not seen Lahore has not seen anything.
Yeah, and also, as I always say, Lahore.
Lahore.
So be that kind of Lahori.
Yeah. Be a good human being. Humanity is the best religion.
Yeah, and be open and
Be
multicultural and
open
kind
arms, yeah.
and
Yes.
hospitable, above all, hospitable.
Uphold human values.
Yeah, which is respecting the other person.
Right.
Please, I mean, that's inherent in the Lahori personality.
DNA, yes.
Yeah, but sometimes it's elusive.
True.
Bring it back.
Absolutely.
Keep it carefully and nurture it.
God bless you.
Thank
Such a
you very
pleasure.
much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
I'm so happy to be here today.
Thank you so much.
नाज़रीन, आज हमारे साथ पाकिस्तानी मिसाली बाशिंदा खातून जो मजहबी तौर पे जूइश हैं, जिन्होंने ब्रिटिश इंडिया लाहौर में 1939 2 जनवरी को जन्म लिया, और उनके वालदैन हरमन और केट दोनों यूरोप से, पोलैंड से ही आए. पोलैंड जो जर्मनी का हिस्सा था वो पोलैंड बन गया, और जो पोलैंड का कुछ हिस्सा था वो यूक्रेन बन गया. और उसके बाद ये सब इन्होंने प्रेफर किया कि हिंदुस्तान के लोगों की खिदमत करें. उस वक्त के जो मुसलमान थे और हिंदू थे, जैसा आपको पता है कि लाहौर की पॉपुलेशन दोनों ही उसमें मुमताज़ लोग थे. हिंदू भी थे, सिख भी थे, क्रिश्चियंस भी थे, जूइश भी थे. और ये 55 लॉरेंस रोड पर इनका जन्म हुआ, और ये एक मिसाली तौर पर पाकिस्तानी हैं, क्योंकि इन्होंने हमेशा अपने आप को पाकिस्तानी और पाकिस्तान से मुंसलिक किया है. तो मैं इनसे कुछ सवालात करूँगा कि इनका क्या ख्याल है. आज इन्होंने एक इनकी किताब की वो थी, लॉन्च था, अ हाउस इन लाहौर. इतने सालों के बाद, जब से लाहौर से निकले हुए 71 में, उसके बाद 2011 में वापस गई और मुसलसल 3 दफ़ा और गई, तो 4 दफ़ा गई लाहौर, और हमेशा लाहौर को ही अपना शहर और वतन समझा. So we are very proud and honored to have you here, and behind us is the Pakistan flag and United States flag, and you have been through some countries, some places in your life, and you still identify yourself with Lahore and your days in Pakistan, and your parents who were also very committed, dedicated to serve that population and make a difference and keep everybody healthy and emotionally healthy. And I think that spiritually you have such a deep connection with Lahore and Pakistan, which really is a very moving experience for me. Coming from the same land and same place, it really is amazing that how you still represent Pakistan in most effective ways all throughout the world.
it's an honor. It's an honor and a pleasure and an obligation. I find it almost an obligation to do that because, in the end, the debt that my family has to Lahore. I can't even say to Pakistan because it was before Pakistan even existed, but to Lahore, to Lahoris, that is such a profound debt that I have no alternative except to keep renewing it. So that's how I feel, and I will always be connected to Lahore in a way I'm not connected to any other place. And I'm from Lahore in a way that's not a conventional way. I'm not a citizen, I'm not a resident, but I'm from Lahore in my heart.
And in the morning you said something about Lahore. What was that?
Lahore what?
Lahore?
Lahore.
Yeah.
Lahore.
So Lahore, with that, I think that, it's outstanding. You mentioned earlier growing up that your parents were also linked to that land of Lahore so much that they wanted to have their entire life spent there, and they wanted to be buried there because they found themselves, because that gave them the sense of belonging and a sense of that they belonged to a city and a country, and that was Pakistan.
And they were physicians themselves, and what they could give back, the idea that they felt obliged, but they also felt a love for the country. They loved Pakistanis, and they wanted to devote when they retired, they wanted to devote their lives to bringing free medical service to the people of the tribal areas in Pakistan. And unfortunately, they just were not able to live long enough, stay long enough in Pakistan. They had to leave. Otherwise, maybe there would be, I don't know, some village in Pakistan which would have, I don't know, my parents named after my parents or something.
Yeah, and it's still, I think that we have this opportunity to really recognize Selzers and Dr. Selzers and their contribution and name. And I think I feel obligated that we should continue this legacy and we should continue to appreciate their work. I made it a point in my last visit to Pakistan in Lahore that I go and visit your birthplace and also visit the home, which was a home then for you. Yeah. It's a house now, but it is always a home for you. 55 Lawrence Road.
It was the home. It was also where my parents practiced. That's where their first real practice as physicians was. They were in that house for, I think, 20 years. I don't remember. Yeah, 20 years in that house.
Yeah, so
that was their clinic.
So I think that's wonderful, and I think we should continue to, honor this legacy of Dr. Selzer, Herman and Kate Selzer, and I think, and also this lives through Hazel Khan very well in America and all around the world. Thank you so much for watching us.
Zeal and patriotism of the Pakistani American community. We always take this opportunity to pay homage to the founding fathers who, under the dynamic leadership of Quaid-e-Azam, achieved Pakistan in a very short time. And there were countless sacrifices. And as a result of their democratic struggle, Pakistan became a sovereign nation. And we have spent 76 years. There were a lot of challenges, natural disaster, conflicts, and others. But Pakistan always emerged as a stronger nation. We overcame all challenges.
Live with kindness, integrity, and spirituality. Comport yourself with grace and discretion. While working on this particular event and going through the expected and some unexpected issues, I realized that this quote is so apropos for this individual. In between his myriad meetings, conferences, walkthroughs, and just life in general, he never once lost his cool or failed to respond to my agitated state of mind, questions, and concerns. He responded to everything with his quiet determination and cool demeanor, sometimes too cool, enough to make me lose my cool. That's grace under fire. That's grace under pressure. He does not seek accolades, and yet he can boast more than a few. He was elected to be the president of Chicago Medical Society. Other honors include Congressman Danny Davis's Multicultural Multi-Ethnic Coalition Award, 2020 Physician Lifetime Achievement Award, 2022 Physician Hero Award presented by Aetna Health Plan, and in 2023 Eden Lilly Physician Hero Award presented by Congressman Danny Davis, Raja Krishnamurthy, and Delia Ramirez, and Jonathan Jackson. He is a distinguished member of the Pakistani American community. His support and service to the Pakistani American community is unwavering and consistent. He is an ostensive definition of walking softly. However, I'm not sure that he carries a big stick. What he does have is a kind heart, an empathetic disposition, and willingness to help. As a previous trustee of the Chicago Public Schools, he provided leadership in many key areas, more specifically with the students' health and vision initiatives. He spearheaded the eyeglass for children. Prior to this program, he took an exceedingly long time for students to get glasses. Healthy Children Learn Better was another noteworthy program initiated by him to ensure that students' healthcare needs were addressed. He continued with his mission to reach out to people in need during the challenging days of the pandemic. He, along with his better half, worked diligently to ensure access to the COVID-19 vaccine for all communities, including the South Asian communities. As the chair of the Lahore Committee of the Chicago Sister Cities International, he ensures that the Lahore Committee remains an active and proactive committee. Tonight's festivities are part of a continued effort to keep the missions of Sister Cities International relevant. He continues to reach across racial, religious, cultural, linguistic, and ethnic boundaries to help create a better world. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure and honor to present the guy who makes it happen, a really cool dude, the most esteemed Dr. Guy.
Thank you. I haven't heard so many good things about me in a very long time. So I was happy. Thank you for that generous introduction. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and distinguished guests, Honorable Consul General of Pakistan, the First Lady of Pakistan in Chicago, Mrs. Asma Tariq, and then we have Consul General of Turkey, Mr. Anton is here, and we are glad to have him. And then Congressman Jonathan Jackson from the First District, we're so happy to have you. You know, your family goes a long way. You know, it has been helping every part of the world. Even President Reagan said once about your dad, you know, when they asked him when he was able to get an Iraqi, from Iraq, an American soldier back to the United States. He said, what do you think about what Reverend Jesse Jackson did? He said, you cannot quarrel with success. So, what a nice, you know, family. Thank you for coming. Give him a round. And then I know that we have very distinguished healthcare leaders, you know, Mr. Israel Rocha from County Health System, Dr. Omar Latif, welcome, CEO of Rush Hospital, and, you know, Hazel Khan, which I'll come to, you know, from Lahore to Long Island. So she's one of the most finest ladies who was born and raised in Lahore, and we'll talk a little bit more about her in a minute. And we also have CEO of Access Community Health Network, where I work every day. So it's wonderful to see you all because you make it happen. It's not me or anybody else, but like look at the crowd, so colorful, so beautiful, and thanks for coming. I know you all, your schedules are competing with so many priorities. Chicago White Sox and Cub games is on, the Springfield, the State Fair is on, but you all are here. It tells a lot about what your dedication and commitment is to make sure that you join our celebration. So we want to thank you from the bottom of our heart. And it's such a joy and pleasure to be here with Chicago, Lahore Sister Cities, and also Pakistan Physician Society. Dr. Nooran Mirza is the president. Can you stand up? And a lot of our members are here. Can you all stand up for a minute? Pakistan Physician Society, yeah. So, like we have upfront leadership here, Dr. Aftab Khan, we really have very diverse past presidents, current president. So it's a lovely organization. What an honor to have this partnership with Pakistan Physician Society, because we all have to figure out a way to continue to forge these partnerships, to create those bonds, and also create an environment where we can foster relationships, and that's the purpose behind bringing Chicago, Sister City Lahore, and the committee. And I would be remiss if I don't recognize our Chicago Sister Cities team. Adrian Tronget, where are you? I saw you earlier. Thank you. And Nadal Maltez and Nina. They are just remarkable. Thank you. I also thank, Nicole came. Nicole, can you stand up, please? Congressman Denny Davis' office. Nicole Davis is the Deputy Chief of Staff, and she always helps us out. Oh, yeah. Yes. Thank you so much. So, I have to really continue to thank a lot of people here. I think that it's a great thing that, when you look at Lahore Committee, it's serving the mission of Chicago Sister Cities. And Chicago Sister Cities mission is very simple. Citizens to citizens diplomacy, which was something which was conceived by President Dwight Eisenhower long time ago. And then Mayor Richard J. Daley started, and the first city was Warsaw. And the Lahore Committee makes sure that there's citizens to citizens diplomacy. We have great diplomats like Honorable Consul General Tariq Karim, but we also want to make sure that people-to-people contact remains very strong. And then while we are doing that, we want to make sure we are, purposeful in our relationships. We are creating bonds for education, health, literature, so on and so forth. So, we always invite physicians from Pakistan, and we take physicians from United States to Pakistan, and then same thing with the student exchange. A lot of youth ambassadors come from there, and then we really have a great late-stage breast cancer symposium as well. So it has been a very dynamic and active, sister city, and I know Dr. Latif is here. He also does a great job in, having healthcare exchanges. So I think that all of that is so wonderful. And I really like to thank all of you again for coming, and thank you so much, Angel, for coming from Long Island, making that very special trip. Because what I learned from her all throughout this time, that she was born and raised, but I want her to tell us her story because she does it better. But she is really what Pakistan is all about. That Pakistan is not just a land or a country or beautiful mountains or rivers. It's the people of Pakistan who really make Pakistan. And it's people like, who are Hazel Khan, who really embrace all the openness and all possibilities, endless possibilities. That's what happens when we all come together. And that's what Hazel has brought to us. She talks about Pakistan. She's more Lahore from Lahore than any one of us and us. And she always does a wonderful job. So again, thank you for coming. It's wonderful. And I saw Commissioner Dennis Deere also. He was here a little bit earlier. Thank you, Commissioner, for coming. And Commissioner is making sure that county health system works cohesively, county government and everything else. And then I'll continue to introduce
troops, our friends, as we proceed for this evening. And I think I have to turn around for Ms. Farah Khan because this agenda is very filled, so I forgot where I have to stand. It's my pleasant duty now to invite the co-host and a wonderful physician who has been working very diligently. And Pakistan Physician Society, as you can see, is a very dynamic organization, and it has been making a difference every day. He recently went to Guatemala and served the population of Guatemala and made sure that care is taken everywhere. It doesn't matter where you are from. No language or culture barrier should stop you from providing that kind of care. So without any further delay, can you give a round of applause and welcome Dr.
MC, which is the Secretary of Cities International. Very welcome to you all. Farhat, over to you.
Mirza, who's going to direct the youngsters to this evening for the recitation and the national anthem. Ms. Sakina Mirza.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Yes. Sure. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Okay. Welcome to the Pakistan National Independence Day. Welcome to the Pakistan Independence Day. I want to welcome everyone in this room with a really, really, really happy heart. We have some kids who are going to bring the flags in. And before that happens, we want to start the program with a slight Quran recitation by my daughter, Abiha Mirza. Thank you.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أرأيت الذي يكذب بالدين فذلك الذي يدع اليتيم ولا يحض على طعام المسكين فويل للمصلين الذين هم عن صلاتهم ساهون الذين هم يراءون ويمنعون الماعون. So a brief translation of the surah. Have you seen the one who denies the judgment? That is the one who repulses the orphan and refuses the orphan and does not encourage the feeding of the poor. So woe to those who pray yet are unmindful of their prayers, those who show off and refuse to give even the smallest aid. The message of Surah Al-Ma'un is one that is applicable beyond the community of Islam. It is a message about simple acts of kindness, which are the lifeblood of any community, such as the community we have gathered here today. And so whether it be simple acts of kindness we perform for one another, or simple acts of kindness we come together to share with communities that are underserved, it is what brings us all together and makes us human. Thank you.
Thank you, Abiha. Now you all see I trained her well, right? I'm requesting everyone to please stand up for the American National Anthem.
Pakistani national anthem.
You are watching Capital TV Washington, the best South Asian TV channel in North America.